Success is not something that happens by chance or luck. It is not a product of waiting for the right moment or for external circumstances to align. Success starts in your mind. It begins with a thought, a belief, and a vision that takes root in your inner world long before it materializes in your outer world. The mind is the blueprint of every great achievement, the foundation upon which all success is built. Now let's stop and think about this. If success starts in your mind, then why are so many people waiting for the world to give them permission to succeed? Why do they wait for a perfect moment, for the right opportunity, or for the right conditions to act? The truth is, success is not waiting for you to catch up with it. It's already here, and it's waiting for you to recognize it. You see, the key to success lies not in the circumstances you find yourself in, but in how you perceive those circumstances. It's in the way you respond to the challenges, the setbacks, the failures, and even the successes. Most people spend their lives reacting to life's situations, letting external factors dictate their emotions, their decisions, and ultimately their destiny. But the successful individuals are the ones who understand the secret. Success is a mindset. Think about the great achievers throughout history. They didn't wait for their circumstances to change. They changed their mindset, and their circumstances had no choice but to follow. The powerful truth here is simple. If you want to succeed, you need to start acting like you've already made it. Not in a boastful or arrogant way, but in a way that says, I am worthy of success. I am capable of greatness. I am already on the path to achieving everything I desire. When you act as if you've already made it, you begin to align your actions, your energy, and your thoughts with the success you want to manifest. Your mind starts to see opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems. You stop waiting for the right moment and instead create the moment through your actions. This isn't about pretending or faking it. This is about stepping into the person you were always meant to be and acting from that place of certainty and belief. The most powerful part of this is that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions create a magnetic force. The world will start to respond to you in ways you never expected. You'll start attracting the people, the resources, and the opportunities that align with the success you are already embodying. This is not magic. This is the law of attraction in its purest form. You are the magnet, and the success you desire is the result of the energy you put out. But it doesn't stop there. You need to think big. You need to dream bigger than you ever thought possible. Most people limit their potential by thinking small, by playing it safe, and by underestimating their abilities. They build mental cages and lock themselves inside. But here's the truth. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It can either confine you or it can liberate you. So, take control of your thoughts. Start acting like you've already made it. Think like a success. Talk like a success. And most importantly, believe like a success. The moment you do, you will begin to see your life transform before your very eyes. You will begin to realize that success wasn't something you were waiting for. It was something you were always capable of. And the only thing standing between you and it was your own mindset. The key is to act now. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for a sign. Act like you've already made it and watch how the universe responds to the energy you put out. Success starts in your mind, but the magic happens when you start acting like it's already yours. You are destined for greatness. The only question is, will you believe it enough to start acting like it today? Now go ahead and make that decision. You've got this. Success is waiting for you. But it starts right now, in your mind. There are 6 key points from the speech. Success begins in the mind. Success is not about external circumstances, but starts with your mindset. Your thoughts, beliefs, and vision are the foundation of all achievements. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Success is not waiting for external conditions to align. Instead, success requires you to act now, regardless of the situation, and to take ownership of your future. Align actions with success. Acting as if you've already succeeded is not about faking it. It's about aligning your thoughts, behaviors, and energy with the success you desire. Mindset shifts create opportunities. A success-oriented mindset shifts how you perceive challenges and opportunities. It helps you focus on solutions and possibilities rather than obstacles and limitations. The law of attraction. When you embody success in your thoughts and actions, you start attracting the right opportunities, people, and resources into your life. Think big and break mental barriers. Limitations exist only in the mind. Thinking small or playing it safe keeps you trapped. Break through these mental barriers and embrace the full potential of your abilities and dreams. Success doesn't happen by accident. It is not something that simply falls into your lap or is bestowed upon you because of circumstances. True success begins within your mind. It starts with your thoughts, your beliefs, and your vision. These internal factors create the foundation upon which all external achievements are built. The power of your mindset determines the quality of your life and the outcomes you experience. Everything around you, from your career to your relationships, is shaped by your thoughts. Your mind is like a fertile soil where seeds of ideas, goals, and dreams are planted. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, or negativity, the harvest will be equally negative. On the other hand, if you plant seeds of confidence, optimism, and belief in your potential, those seeds will grow into the fruits of success. Your mind has the power to shape your reality, but only if you consciously choose to nurture it with positive, empowering thoughts. Many people spend their lives waiting for the right moment to act. They believe that success is something that will come to them once their circumstances are perfect. However, success does not wait for the perfect moment. It is not about having the best timing or waiting for everything to align. Success is about taking action with a mindset that says, I am capable, I am worthy, and I am ready to succeed right now. This mindset doesn't come from waiting for external validation. It comes from within, from your belief in your own potential and power. When you cultivate a success-oriented mindset, you begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You start approaching challenges with a problem-solving attitude rather than feeling defeated by them. For example, when faced with a setback, someone with a success mindset will view it as an opportunity to learn and grow, while someone with a limited mindset may see it as an insurmountable barrier. The difference lies in how you think. Your mindset influences how you respond to the world around you. Moreover, the mind is not just a passive receiver of information, but an active creator. Your beliefs and thoughts attract similar experiences and people into your life. If you believe in success, if you think of yourself as a person who can achieve great things, the universe will start to mirror that belief. Opportunities will start to open up. Resources will begin to align, and you will find that success was always within reach because you made the choice to believe it was possible. In essence, the journey to success begins the moment you decide to shift your thoughts. Success is not an external event waiting to happen, but an internal process that begins with how you think. By believing that success starts in your mind, you unlock the door to a future where anything is possible. So many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment to act, believing that success will arrive once the right conditions are met. They wait for the stars to align, for the situation to be ideal, or for the external world to give them a sign. The problem with this mindset is that it keeps them stuck in a state of passivity, always waiting and never taking action. But the reality is that success doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It is created by the decisions and actions you take today, regardless of the circumstances. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. Life is unpredictable and conditions are rarely ideal. Waiting for everything to line up perfectly is an excuse for inaction. Instead of waiting, you have to start where you are, with what you have, and with the belief that you can create your own success, even in imperfect circumstances. The people who succeed are the ones who make decisions and take steps, even when the path ahead isn't clear. They understand that success is not a result of perfect timing, but of consistent action and perseverance, no matter how messy or uncertain things might seem. This is where the concept of acting like you've already made it comes into play. It's about embodying success in your thoughts and actions before you have the physical proof of it. This doesn't mean pretending to be someone you're not or faking success. It's about having the confidence and belief that you are capable of achieving what you want, even if you haven't yet reached that point. When you act like you've already made it, you stop waiting for permission or for external validation. You stop looking for signs that it's the right time, and instead you take action with a mindset that success is inevitable. In practice, this means taking the first step even when you don't know exactly where it will lead. It means starting that business, writing that book, or applying for that job even if you're unsure of the outcome. It means showing up consistently, being present, and doing the work without waiting for everything to be perfectly in place. When you adopt this mindset, you break free from the habit of procrastination and hesitation, and you start building momentum toward your goals. By taking action now, regardless of whether the moment feels perfect, you are setting the stage for success to unfold. The key is to trust yourself and your ability to figure things out as you go. As you act, opportunities will begin to appear. The more you act, the more clarity you gain, and the closer you get to achieving your goals. Success is built on the actions you take today, not the perfect moment that you're waiting for. When you begin to act as though you've already achieved success, something powerful happens. It's not about pretending or showing off. It's about aligning your thoughts, behaviors, and energy with the future you desire. This mindset shift is crucial because it immediately changes the way you approach challenges, opportunities, and even yourself. Acting as if you've already made it means stepping into the mindset of someone who is already living the life they envision. It's about living with the confidence, certainty, and conviction that success is not a distant goal, but a reality that is already in motion. This doesn't mean waiting until you have everything you want to take action. In fact, the opposite is true. Acting as if you've already succeeded means that you behave and operate in a way that reflects the person you aspire to be. It's about embodying the traits, habits, and mindset of someone who has already reached their goals, even when you're still in the process of working toward them. For instance, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, start thinking and acting like one, even if you haven't launched your business yet. Research your industry, develop your skills, and engage with people who can help you move forward. Start taking steps that will eventually lead you to your goal, but do so with the confidence of someone who already knows they will get there. This attitude will make you more proactive, more decisive, and more resilient in the face of setbacks. Because you're not waiting for success to come to you, you're already acting in alignment with it. One of the most profound aspects of this approach is that it shifts your energy. When you start acting like you've already made it, you create a vibration that attracts success into your life. Your actions begin to mirror the life you want to live, and as a result, opportunities and resources seem to flow your way. This is not some mystical phenomenon, but rather the law of attraction in action. People and circumstances are drawn to your energy because you exude confidence, purpose, and the belief that success is inevitable. Moreover, this approach also helps you overcome self-doubt. When you start acting like you've already made it, you no longer waste time questioning your worth or whether you're capable of achieving your dreams. Instead, you shift from a state of uncertainty to one of certainty. This certainty propels you forward and motivates you to take the necessary actions, no matter how small, to bring your vision into reality. By acting as if you've already succeeded, you are not only building the habits and mindset of a successful person, but you are also laying the foundation for your own success. This act of embodying success from the inside out accelerates your journey and helps you manifest your dreams faster. Success is not a distant destination. It begins the moment you start acting like it's already yours. A success-oriented mindset doesn't just change how you think. It changes how you see the world around you. When you start thinking like a successful person, you stop seeing problems as obstacles and start viewing them as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective is what separates successful individuals from those who remain stuck. They don't allow challenges to derail their progress. Instead, they approach every challenge with a mindset that says, "This is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to move closer to my goal." One of the main reasons people fail is because they focus too much on the obstacles in their path. They see a problem and immediately think it's an insurmountable barrier. But successful people don't see it that way. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I overcome this challenge? It's not about ignoring the difficulties. It's about reframing them. Instead of becoming discouraged or overwhelmed, they use the challenge as a stepping stone to greater things. For example, let's say you're starting a business and you face a setback, such as a failed product launch or a marketing strategy that didn't work. Someone with a fixed mindset might see this as a sign that they're not cut out for business and might give up. But someone with a growth-oriented, success-driven mindset would look at the situation differently. They would see it as a lesson, an opportunity to pivot, or an invitation to refine their approach. Rather than being discouraged by failure, they view it as a necessary part of the process of success. This shift in thinking also extends to how successful people interact with others. They focus on building positive relationships and collaborations rather than seeing competition as a threat. They understand that success is not a zero-sum game. There's enough room for everyone to thrive. Instead of envying others' achievements, they look at them as a source of inspiration. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this person? How can I work together to achieve something even greater? Ultimately, a success-oriented mindset opens the door to opportunities that others might miss. It allows you to see possibilities where others see only problems. It enables you to take risks, embrace challenges, and turn setbacks into comebacks. Your mindset shapes the way you respond to everything around you, and that response determines whether you continue to move forward or get stuck. When you embrace a success-oriented mindset, you stop letting problems define your journey and instead use them to propel you toward your goals. The law of attraction is often described as the ability to draw into your life whatever you focus on. This principle is deeply connected to the idea that the energy you put out into the world will come back to you. When you act like you've already made it, when you embody success in your thoughts and actions, you begin to attract success itself. It's not a matter of magic or wishful thinking, but rather a natural consequence of aligning your mindset, actions, and energy with the outcomes you desire. When you truly believe in your ability to succeed and carry yourself as though success is inevitable, you send out a powerful signal to the universe. You begin to radiate a kind of confidence and certainty that draws opportunities, people, and resources toward you. This is not an abstract concept. It's grounded in the way energy works. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence and positivity, and those with a success-oriented mindset are often the ones who find the right doors opening at the right time. For example, consider a job interview. If you approach it with the belief that you are the perfect candidate for the position, your body language, your tone of voice, and the way you present yourself will reflect that confidence. This self-assuredness will be felt by the interviewer, and it will make you more persuasive and likable. On the other hand, if you enter the interview with doubts about your qualifications or a lack of confidence, that energy will be transmitted and you may inadvertently sabotage your chances. This principle also works when you think about the people you interact with. The more you act as if you've already succeeded, the more you will attract like-minded individuals who support your vision and ambitions. Success breeds success. By putting out the energy of success, you begin to connect with people who can help you get closer to your goals, whether that's through mentorship, partnerships, or simply their encouragement. It's important to understand that the law of attraction is not about being passive. It's not enough to just think positive thoughts and expect everything to come to you. The key is to act in alignment with those thoughts. You can't just sit back and wait for success to appear. You have to take the necessary steps, make the right connections, and do the hard work. But when your actions are aligned with a mindset of success, you begin to create a magnetic energy that pulls success toward you. In essence, the law of attraction is about the power of belief, but it's not just about wishing for something. It's about living as though it's already a reality. The more you embody success, the more you attract it into your life. It's a cycle of belief, action, and manifestation. Many people limit their potential because they think too small or set boundaries on what they believe is possible. The truth is, your mind is capable of far more than you realize, and the only real limitation you face is the one you place on yourself. When you choose to think big and break through the mental barriers you've built, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. The most successful individuals are those who refuse to let their circumstances or past experiences define their future. They understand that their potential is not constrained by what they've done so far, but by what they believe they can achieve. Thinking big is not just about setting lofty goals or dreaming of extravagant achievements. It's about stretching your vision beyond what seems possible and embracing the idea that you are capable of greatness. It requires you to step outside your comfort zone and challenge the status quo. When you think big, you start seeing opportunities where others see roadblocks. You're willing to take risks, try new things, and explore uncharted territory. The most extraordinary accomplishments in history were not achieved by people who settled for good enough. They were accomplished by those who dared to dream and act on a larger scale. One of the biggest obstacles to thinking big is fear. People often hold back from pursuing their grandest goals because they're afraid of failure, rejection, or the unknown. But success is rarely achieved without taking risks and stepping into the unknown. Every great success story involves a leap of faith, a willingness to take that first step, even when the destination is unclear. Thinking big means overcoming those fears and taking action despite them. It's about understanding that failure is not the end of the road, but a part of the journey. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and it often brings you one step closer to your goal. Another important aspect of thinking big is recognizing that your success is not a solo endeavor. The most successful people surround themselves with a network of like-minded individuals who support and challenge them. When you think big, you start attracting people who share your vision and are ready to collaborate with you. You begin to see that success is not about competing with others, but about finding ways to lift each other up and create collective growth. Ultimately, thinking big allows you to break through the mental cages you've built around yourself. It pushes you to stop limiting your potential and to start seeing the world as a place full of endless possibilities. When you stop thinking small, you unlock a greater version of yourself and begin to realize that there is nothing standing in the way of your success, except the limits you place on your own thinking. In conclusion, success is not something that happens by chance or external forces. It begins in your mind. The way you think, believe, and act determines the trajectory of your life. When you embrace the power of your thoughts and act with certainty, you lay the foundation for success. You no longer wait for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances because you understand that success is something you create through your mindset, actions, and decisions. By acting like you've already made it, you align your behavior with the success you desire, and that alignment begins to attract the opportunities, resources, and people that will help you achieve your goals. A success underlines mindset shifts how you view challenges. Rather than seeing them as obstacles, you recognize them as opportunities for growth and learning. You stop reacting to life's setbacks and instead respond with resilience and adaptability. When you believe that success is already within your reach, you begin to see possibilities where others see problems. This mindset leads to a deeper sense of purpose and clarity, helping you stay focused on the path to your goals. The law of attraction plays a significant role in this process. When you live and act as though success is inevitable, you naturally draw the energy, people, and opportunities that align with your desires. It's not about waiting for success to find you. It's about becoming the person who magnetizes success into your life through consistent, confident action. Lastly, thinking big is crucial. Limiting your potential by thinking small keeps you trapped in mediocrity. To achieve extraordinary success, you must stretch your vision beyond your current circumstances and embrace the possibility of greatness. This requires courage, the willingness to take risks, and the belief that you are capable of more than you think. Success starts in your mind. And it is through mindset, action, and belief that you manifest your dreams into reality. The journey may not be easy, but with the right mindset, the courage to act, and the determination to think big, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Success is already yours. You just have to believe it and start acting like it.